goes, Jesse.
Yeah, g'day everyone. This is just a bit of a chat about some real men, some country men, about some things that maybe some of the city people and some of the communities that have been fighting against, you know, some of the bureaucracy for quite some time. The last 4 years, especially with the COVID nonsense, and then you got all the other bureaucracy that's coming in with digital ID and so on. A lot of us have thought it's only women standing up, you know, the last 4 years. But this place, this country place here in a certain part of the country in Australia is full of hairy men who can say no if they don't like something and say yes if they like something. They eat pizza, drink rum, they grow better beards than I do. And yeah, I just... what I'm trying to do, as I've done with the last couple of videos, is give hope to people that there is actually men in the world who can say they agree with something or don't agree with something, and it doesn't fucking matter what our opinion is, we still have the right to say we have opinion. And I was introduced to a couple of fucking units here that fucking, they've got way better. I just swore a couple of times there. That happens sometimes when you drink rum. These boys drink VB and Bundy and maybe Great Northern and eat pizza. I'll say g'day. So my name's Clint, retired soldier, and I'm here just to try and spread the message across the country and try and say that there are people who agree with that the world's not the best place it should be, and we can lead by example when we need to. So I'll hand over. What's your name there?
Trey.
Trey.
Yeah.
So Trey and
Cameron.
g'day Cameron, and another big fella walking out with a good beard.
It's another good mate of ours, Jesse.
Another Jesse. G'day Jesse. Good, thanks. Trey, what's you would you agree that a lot of people in the country still pay cash, or
Yeah, 100%.
yeah,
100%, yeah.
Is there a relevance you reckon with paying cash rather than sort of digital, like the cards and that sort of thing, you reckon? Or
Yeah, there's heaps of things that you can buy with cash other than cards. Like, for instance, like if you want to buy second-hand stuff from like other people,
yeah,
you'd rather cash instead of card.
yeah, bloody oath, And what's your name again?
Yeah, Cameron, mate.
Sorry, Cameron. I have the worst memory going, and there's just behind me. I only worked that out because the last bloke that came in, I remember that name. So, yeah, Cameron, do you reckon, do you reckon Aussie blokes have still got the sense of what's wrong and right in this country, and if things were pushed, you know, far enough, you think people would still stand up and say this is bullshit, no matter what it is? Yeah. I know that's a real broad statement, but like, say for example, if you think, I'll go back to me. Do you think, Cameron, like if people were to say tomorrow that we have no more cash left in the country, you think that people would that would care? You know, like in the country, you think?
Yeah, for sure, mate. Because you know, there is a lot of things that you can get with cards. You know, say for instance, you know, you can buy a lot of things nowadays with cards, but there's a lot of things you can do, like, you know, say marketplace and stuff. People, you know, they like to, you know, prefer cash other than, you know, card transfers and pay IDs and stuff like that they got nowadays. You know what I mean? So,
yeah, bloody oath.
Especially that, you know, a bit of cash in the pocket helps some stages, you know.
Yeah. And have you noticed, like I've noticed a lot of things in the country where a lot of people, like even the elderly, are using a lot of cash, and a lot of young blokes are like, they'll go to the ATM like after the mines. I think you boys work in the mines, so they draw like a heap of cash out on the when the shift's finished, and then they go and spend that cash. Like, it's still important in the country.
Just for instance too, like where I'm originally from, all the communities and stuff where I'm from, and they have like shops and like, you know, just say for instance, like they have mobile shopping centres, because, you know, there is communities out there that, you know, doesn't have that, you know, shopping centre at the community itself, so they like to have cash on them, you know, say with the community royalties and stuff like that, you know, they always take bulk cash out with them for that reason, because they don't have ATMs and stuff out there, because services and, you know, service-wise, like no internet, stuff like that, no service or anything, phone calls. So yeah,
Yep.
cash does help.
Bloody oath. I've noticed that. I've noticed it myself. Like that a lot of the places I've gone to that the power's been out in the last few months, probably a year or more. The power keeps going out, and FPOS doesn't work. People's mobiles don't work. If you haven't got cash, the amount of people coming from the cities, doesn't matter whether you're in Victoria, South Australia, Northern Territory, Queensland, doesn't matter. If you haven't got cash, you're pretty much buggered, you know. Jess, is it alright to have a chat to you? But
Oh yeah, go for it. Sure.
yeah, this is Jess. What do you reckon about the viability? The government passed the legislation 2 weeks ago, I think, without public consultation, saying that that they're going to make a digital ID for everyone, so they carry a phone, have no more cash, eventually go into a social credit system like China. What's your thoughts on?
No, I think it's crap. I don't think it'll stand anyway. I think everyone will turn around basically and tell them where to stick it.
Yeah.
Only problem, I guess, in this country, things like that, you know, where everybody stands up, and if the government's not performing, the government's meant to be for the people. That's why we have a Governor General, is to bring the bloody government back into line.
Yeah.
The Governor General should be held accountable there then, because he should be sucking that government for causing bullshit like that.
Well, that sounds. Jess, I tell you what.
Cash is king, man. Like you say, the power goes out, the internet goes off. You can't buy anything. You can't give your kids pocket money from the tooth fairy.
Yeah.
Aunties and uncles can't give their nieces and nephews birthday money. You can't go and trade legal tender for some. You got it all on a plastic card that doesn't work. As soon as power's down, fucking joke.
Bloody oath.
That'll work.
Boys, would you agree with that?
Yeah, man, for sure. 100%.
Yeah, that's the thing. This place is full of Aussie men. Like, I'll just pan around and in a second. But this consensus, I've been trying to say this to our city people, our city friends for quite some time, that men and women in the country know the basics of community standard, that way of like respect, opening the door for someone, you know, like pay cash, work hard, play hard. Look, there's a bit of funniness in between, but like the old school family values of working and making consistency the way we grew up, it still exists in the country, and it's not forgotten. So I'll pan around. There's some decent blokes here with a unit sort of looking fellas, you know, blokes with hair on their chest and stuff. And all these rallies we've been to in the last few years, like a lot of our soldiers have had to put our uniforms back on, firefighters and soldiers, coppers and so on, to show credibility and integrity to what we're doing. But the country has not fallen, because despite the madness in the cities and all the surveillance and the cameras and the digital bullshit, country people still do things the way country people did. And it's not just 5 minutes from the city towns, it's remote places. There is still real men out there, and real men are still there, the backbone of the country. And like Jess and Cameron and Trey just said, and my red dog right here, all drink rum and beer and shit and say, if shit doesn't fucking work, it gets fixed. And if it isn't broke, don't fix it. Anyway, this country's got a long way to go. I'll pan around, and don't lose hope. A lot of strong men out here that don't roll over for fucking government shit. Righto? Stay strong.